Hello and welcome back to the book side of the internet. My name is Kristen. Thank you for joining me here. Today we are talking about a book that has made it to my all-time favorite book list, and as you can tell by the title of the video, that is Ace of Spades by Faridah Àbíké-Íyímídé. I really hope I pronounced that right. I practiced so many times. So at the beginning of the year, I saw it floating around on Instagram and kind of like on Goodreads as people were adding it to their want to read lists. And so I was like, ooh, I kind of read like a little bit of the synopsis. And I was like, let me go to NetGalley and see if I can request this arc. And I did request it, and I just like forgot about it. Not forgot about it, but I just like didn't think about it for a while because I mean, once you ask for an arc from NetGalley, you just have to wait, and so I did. So they approved me for the sneak peek earlier, like maybe a month ago, and I read it, obviously, and I reviewed it, obviously, because I wanted to make sure my rating was still good, and it was a good book, so I wanted to review it. So I think that maybe that is why they approved. I literally cannot get it through my head why they approved me for this book, because it is so freaking good. I had no plans whatsoever to film anything about this book until I started reading it, and I was like, wait, hold up, I need to tell somebody how much I love this book. You know, like, you know, there's just those books that are so good you need to tell someone about it and you need to talk about it. So I was like, I'm gonna talk to my camera and basically talk to you guys and what I loved about this book, you know, like my reactions as I was reading it. So following are a couple clips of my reactions that I got while reading it, and then we'll meet back here for the review, the wrap up. Okay, enjoy. I have started Ace of Spades, and I've come to realize that it's gonna be a 5-star read, and I'm only 30% in right now. So I am making a little reading vlog for it, slash a reading, like a review, because it doesn't come out until June, I want to say. I'm sorry for my car sounds, oh my god. But yeah, so I literally don't know how I got an e-arc for this. NetGalley was just like, you, and I was like, no questions asked, thank you. And I've been putting off reading it because it's kind of long. It's like almost 500 pages, but I'm going through it so fast. Like, it's one of those books that you just can't put down, and so I have actually paused reading it so that I can actually start the reading vlog. Here are my thoughts so far. Okay, I'm sorry for all the setting changes. I'm reading outside and I have thoughts and I want to get them out now before I forget about them later. One of the most impactful things that I'm reading in this book are the conversations of race and economic standpoint and Devon's sexuality. So those are the three things that are really like standing out to me the most, because Devon is getting hit very hard for all of the things in his life that he cannot control. He cannot control his sexuality. He cannot control his economic standpoint. And he is being punished for we don't know what yet, but these little rumors or these little things that are being released about him are actually very dangerous for him. And it's very hard to read because he doesn't understand why he's being outed, or he doesn't understand why all of these things are piling up, and now he has no one in his life besides his family. But like, that might not be the case if he's outed to his mother. So it's just like, I don't know, I think one of the reasons why I'm really liking Ace of Spades right now is because of the conversations being held that need to be held, and I don't know, it's just very important that these are brought up in books more. And so that's what my thoughts are right now. You know those books that you start reading it and you automatically know it's gonna be a good book? That's how I feel with this. Like, it's already good, and then every new piece of information that I learn makes it better, you know? Like, I already want to go pre-order this book so I can have a physical copy in my hands right now. Even though it won't be right now, it'll be in June when it releases. But this book is so freaking amazing, and I want everyone to read it. Go pre-order it right now. This is your sign to pre-order Ace of Spades. So I am about to lay down for the night to read. So I don't think there'll be any more updates for tonight because I'll be under the covers reading. But be on the lookout tomorrow. I'm probably gonna get through a lot tonight because I just know once I start, I won't be able to stop. But I will try to make myself stop when I have profound thoughts and at least like jot them down so that I have some kind of something tomorrow after when I can actually start filming again. But yes, I hope y'all have a wonderful night rest, or at least that's what I'm gonna do. I'll see you in like 1 minute though. Well, you'll see me in 1 minute. I'll see you in the morning. Okay, good morning. I have thoughts, but I don't at the same time. Okay, here's my immediate thought. I just spent like 30 minutes stalking the author on Instagram because this might be my new favorite book of all time. This might be my new favorite book of all time. Excuse my hair. I literally am still in bed. Like, I haven't gotten out of bed because I woke up, I started reading this book, right? And I'm like, oh my God, I have to take a break because I'm freaking out. And then I go on the author's Instagram, and they have like a press box, I guess. What is it called when they send out boxes with the arc in it and everything and like little goodies? I don't know. She had an unboxing of that on her account, and I said I need to the things that were in there. I want the whole box, but I mean, I will settle for the little things that I wanted in it. It's like the ID cards of Chiamaka and Devon. Oh my God, I'm freaking out over this book. I'm literally freaking out over this book. I like want to finish it because I want to know what happens, but I don't want it to be over. I don't want it to be over. Can I say this one more time? I'm freaking out. I'm literally trying to find out who the publisher is so that I can get an arc of this, or I don't know. I need to talk to somebody who made this book or had some part of this book because I'm freaking out. I'm literally, oh my God. Like, and I have theories. Okay, let me set you up so that I can talk about what I wrote down last night. Here, let me pull up my thoughts for you. I wrote them down so that I wouldn't forget. Okay, let me talk a little bit about the characters because you don't know much besides Chiamaka and Devon. But we have Chiamaka's best friend, who's Jamie, and they have a secret together that he is trying to pin on her. He's trying to say that it's only her, and he had no part of it, but he was a part of that secret. And then there's Belle, who dated Jamie, but is now friends with Chiamaka, and that is so suspicious to me because I think I'm trying to keep this spoiler free, but I think she's involved somehow. And then on Devon's side, there's Jack, who is kind of in the beginning, but then he bees, but then he shows his true colors and he's a fake friend. Then there's Terrell, who we meet after Devon hits his low, and he's from Devon's neighborhood. And so my note here is this Terrell guy is very suspicious. Like, everybody says he's weird, and I don't know if that's just because he's gay, so everybody's like, oh, he's weird, or if he's actually suspicious. I don't know. And then I say again that I love the conversations about race. It's literally one of my favorite parts in this, which is, I think, supposed to be like one of the major components of this book. And like I said, I'm just very glad that we're having these conversations and some of these things are being brought to light. And then I write, I want to kill Jack, who is the guy who was a friend, like Devon's best friend in the beginning, and now he's like barely in it because he's trying to save himself or whatever from the secrets. But he does something and I wanted to kill him. Like, I wanted to see him face to face and then we fight and I kill him. And then I write, I have Sus and Belle, and then I write more stuff that's kind of spoilery. I just don't see I don't see where Devon and Chiamaka mix, like with their friends or with anything besides their race. So then it has to be their race. Am I right? right. Okay, and then I read, now Ace is getting too serious about doing harm. Like, it's becoming dangerous now. Which is why I had to put the book down. Like, that's my last note. I had to put the book down because I was getting scared for them. And I'm like, if they get hurt, I'm going to be so mad. And that's all of my thoughts right now. I look a mess because I'm freaking out. And I'm stalking the publisher. I'm stalking the author. Oh my God. Everyone, please go pre-order this book. I am not even kidding. I'm not done. But I know you need to pre-order it, you know? Like, I want everyone to feel the emotions that I'm feeling. And I'm glad that I got an arc, but, oh my God. I don't even have thoughts. I don't know. I don't know. It's so good. Okay, I'm going to probably finish this in the next, why is my necklace all the way over here? I'm literally a mess. I am going to finish this probably soon, but that's all I have for now. I'm sorry for the angles, the looks, the everything, because this is just me freaking out. One more time, I'm freaking out. Okay, so popping in because what is one of my videos without me doing this? I just want to say that I'm so very sorry that it's crooked. Like, it's bothering me so much that my bookshelves are crooked, aka I'm crooked, aka the camera was crooked. And if that bothers you, I'm very sorry. I tried to figure out how to fix it, like, in editing, and it didn't want to be fixed. So, I don't know what to do. But I hope you enjoy it nonetheless. I still have good things to say, or interesting things to say. Okay, yeah. First, something that I talked about a lot in the clips was the conversations about race. Hands down, that's what made the book so amazing for me, was me being able to relate, or like to see things in the main characters that I saw in myself. So as we all know by now, I do not read the synopses of books. And so all I really read about this was the Gossip Girl meets Get Out, and then that's it. And I was like, that's something that I want to read. And so I did read it based off that. So I had no expectations going into this. As I was reading it, I was getting more invested in how little things that were coming out in the text, like the gossip things that were coming out, were very little in the grand scheme of things, but they were big in Devon's life. Like, the little things that were being released about him being gay could like change his life growing up in the neighborhood that he was in, and growing up in a black religious household. Growing up black and religious, it's taught that being gay is not something that is accepted, and especially black males. It's something that we see still to this day, how wrongly they get treated because of something that they cannot control. And it's something in the black community that is still a problem that still needs to be addressed, and it's mostly black males. And it hurts my heart so much that Devon was worried about coming out to his mother because he was scared to be kicked out of his house. So it's just like those little things that were like, they're things that need to be talked about, and things that need to be brought to light, and things that need to be fixed. And I think that's one of the things that I really loved about this book, is that it pushed the boundaries and it talked about things that are hard to talk about. And I'm about to cry just thinking about how freaking good this book is. Another part of the story that really spoke to me, or like stood out to me, was when Chiamaka was like worried about going to school with her natural hair. She has always straightened her hair. Every morning she wakes up and she straightens her hair so that she fits in more with her white peers. This is something that a lot of black girls struggle through, I feel like, as they grow up. I went through this struggle. My mom relaxed my hair all throughout my life, basically up until middle school, like 8th grade, when I decided that I was going to take on the hair care myself so that I could go natural, because otherwise I would probably still be relaxing my hair. And then after I did go natural, it was still like a big part of conversations. Like, my hair was still a big part of things people would talk about when they would talk about me. And so I understand her struggle with wanting to straighten her hair to fit in more, and that part was really like hit hard, and I know a lot of black girls will relate to that, and I just love that part. I just love that so many black girls can now relate to a book, or black boys. I just love that so many black kids will be able to relate to a book like this one. Oh, another thing that I feel like I need to mention is I do not pick up thrillers. Thrillers are not something that I gravitate towards at all because I am one big scary cat. So I just want to say that if you do not pick up thrillers, this is still a very good book to read. I was trying to guess at every twist and turn that was happening, and then I was still getting hit in the face with every... That was loud. I was still getting hit in the face with every twist and turn. So also, if you do like thrillers and you're scared it'll be predictable, it won't be. Like, I was screaming at my wall. I was all over the place when I was reading this book. I just want to let you guys know that. One of the last things that I want to talk about, because I'm just gushing at this point, is that I love the conversations that are going to be held after this book is released. After people read it, I love the conversations that I just know will be happening. The fact that institutionalized racism is still a thing to this day is mind-blowing, and it won't get better. It won't get better until people acknowledge it and they recognize their privilege and they find a way to help, because it's so rooted in everything that we know. And I just love that this book is going to make people have conversations and recognize where they could be doing something wrong or where they could be helping out. So that's basically all I have to say about this book. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, DM me. I will talk to anybody about this book for the rest of time because I loved it that much. I wish I knew somebody who read this book so that we can talk about how much I love it. So 5 stars all around, obviously, is on my list of all-time favorite books, and I don't even have that many books on there. So pre-order Ace of Spades right now. I pre-ordered it in the middle of the book, and then Illumicray just released a box for it, so I ordered that as well. She's getting all my money. Thank you so much for sticking through this video and watching me gush about one of my new favorite books, all-time new favorite books. If you guys like this video, please subscribe, hit that like button, and comment down below the last book that was a 5-star before you even finished it. I would love to read it because this book was definitely a 5-star within the first 20% of the book. Okay, so yes, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Mwah, bye. Okay, did I even say the name of the book in the beginning?